We're going to go over the solutions for the test on Chapter 3 review. The first couple of questions are dealing with special case derivatives. So I'd make sure that you have your special case derivatives ready and then you know how to do them. So the first one is e raised to the x minus 5e to the x minus 7e to the 4x minus 1. So if you remember how to take the derivative of e to the x, the derivative of e to the x is e to the x. The minus 5 stays in front. The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. The minus 7 stays in front. Now, it's not just e to the x anymore. It's e to the 4x minus 1. So step 1, rewrite it. E to the 4x minus 1. Step 2, derivative of the exponent. Derivative of 4x is 4. Derivative of minus 1 is 0. Then, you've taken the derivative. Next step is to simplify. So when we simplify, the first one's all right, e to the x, the second one's okay, e to the 5e to the x, but the next one we have minus 7 times 4 would be 28, e to the 4x minus 1. And that would be your simplified derivative. But the last thing we can do is, since we have 1 e to the x minus 5e to the x, we can combine like terms. So what you would end up having is negative 4 e to the x minus 28 e to the 4x minus 1, and that would be your final simplified answer. Okay. Now the next one we have ln of x minus 4 ln of x plus 2 ln of 3x cubed minus x plus 5. So we're going to go ahead and take the derivative of that. The derivative of ln of x is 1 over x. The minus 4 stays in front. The derivative of ln of x is 1 over x. The 2 stays in front. Now, a little more complicated. ln of 3x squared minus x plus 5, it would be 1 over whatever you're taking the ln of, 3x cubed minus x plus 5, times the derivative of that. So the derivative of 3x squared is 3x cubed is 9x squared. The derivative of minus 1x is minus 1, and the derivative of 5 would be 0. So if I was going to work on cleaning this up, to simplify it a bit, we would have the derivative is 1 over x minus 4 over x plus. Now, we have 2 times 1, which is 2. Then we can distribute the 2 to the 9x squared minus 1. So that would be 18x squared minus 2 over 3x cubed minus x plus 5. Okay, so we have those. And that is simplified, but we also have like terms. So if I have 1 minus 4 over x, so 1 over x minus 4 over x, those can be combined, which would leave you with negative 3 over x plus 18x squared minus 2 over 3x to the third minus x plus 5. Now for the next special case, we have log. Okay, so following log, so we have f of x equals log base 5 of x minus 6 log base 3 of x. So if I was going to take the derivative of a log base 5 of x, it's 1 over whatever you're taking the log of, ln of the base, which is 5. And since it's just an x, then we're done, because the derivative of 1x is 1, so it doesn't change anything. The minus 6 stays in front. This would be log base 3 of x would be 1 over x, ln of the base, which is 3. Again, the derivative of 1x is 1, so that one's all set. So your final answer would be 1 over x ln of 5 minus 6 over x ln of 3. Those are not like terms, so they can't, well, you could put them together because ln of 5 and ln of 3 are just numbers, or we can leave it just like that. Either way is fine, but if you wanted to figure out what those numbers are, you could put them together. So if you wanted to take it an extra step, this is 1 over x minus 6 over x. That would be minus 5 over x, but then you'd have ln of 5 times ln of 3. And if you wanted to simplify that a bit, that would be negative 5 over x, and then let's do ln of 5 times ln of 3. So we go to the calculator. If we did ln of 5 times ln of 3, those are just two numbers, you would get, and we can round that to 1.77. 1.77. We could leave it like that. We could also divide if we wanted to. -5 divided by that number. So if I went to my calculator and I did -5 divided by the previous answer, second enter for answer. Oops, sorry, not second enter. So again, -5 divided by second negative for answer, previous answer. You would get -2.83, let's say. So that would be -2.83 over x would be the same thing. Okay, simplified, simplified, simplified. Again, that is exactly the same as 1 over x ln of 5 minus 6 over x ln of 3. The next one, we have 5 raised to the 3x to the 4 minus 4x squared minus 9 plus 3 times 7x. So when we work on this one, how do we take the derivative of a number raised to a variable? Step 1, rewrite it. Step 2, ln of the base. And step 3, the derivative of the exponent. The derivative of 3x to the 4 would be 12x to the third. The derivative of minus 4x squared would be minus 8x. And the derivative of -9 or minus 9 would be 0. That's the first part. Plus, now the derivative of the second part. So the 3 stays in front. And how do we do the derivative of 7 raised to the x? Step 1, rewrite it. Step 2, ln of the base. Step 3, the derivative of 1x is 1. So if I wanted to clean this up, there's not really too much we can clean up, but at least we can write it nice and organized and neat. We have 5, 3x to the 4 minus 4x squared minus 9 times ln of 5 times 12x to the third minus 8x plus, now we have 3 times 1, that would just be 3, times 7 raised to the x times ln of 7. And that would be your final answer there. Which leads us to the last one. The last one is very long, but it has all the special cases in it. We have e to the x minus ln of x plus log base 10 of x minus 2 raised to the x minus 3 e to the x squared minus x plus 2 minus 4 ln of 3x to the 4 minus x plus 2 log base 3 of x. So nice and slowly, let's do each one. So the derivative of e to the x is e to the x minus the derivative of ln of x is 1 over x plus the derivative of log base 10 of x is 1 over x ln of 10, the base, minus the derivative of 2 to the x would be rewrite it, step 1, step 2, ln of the base, which is 2, and then the derivative of 1x is 1. Next one, minus 3 stays in front. How do you take the derivative of e to the x squared minus x plus 2? Step 1, rewrite it. Step 2, derivative of the exponent, 2x minus 1, be careful there. Taking the derivative, the next one, minus 4 stays in front. To take the derivative of an ln of 3x to the 4 minus x, it's 1 over whatever you're taking the ln of, 3x 4 minus x, times the derivative of it. The derivative of 3x to the 4 is 12x to the third minus 1, plus the 2 stays in front. The derivative of log base 3 of x is 1 over x, ln of 3, and the derivative of 1x is 1. So it doesn't change anything. Again, really long, step by step, careful. Now let's clean it up. So when we clean it up, we have e to the x minus 1 over x plus 1 over x ln of 10 minus 2x times ln of 2 multiplied by 1 doesn't change anything. Then here, we could distribute the 3 to the 2x minus 1 if we wanted to. So if we did that, in parentheses, that would be 6x minus 3, e to the x squared minus x plus 2, minus, now we can distribute the 4 in the parentheses. That would be, keep in parentheses to be safe, 48x to the third minus 4 over 3x to the 4 minus x plus 2 times 1 times 1 would be 2 over x ln of 3. Very long, but step 1, take the derivative. Step 2, simplify.